CQ40, CQ40. This is Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha calling. CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40. This is KB2 UKA, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UKA, QRZ. This is KB2 UKA calling CQ40, CQ40 meter. Kilo Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha calling CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening. CQ When I put the push
And if you're streaming, I can pull it up and listen over there and see if I hear it too.
Yeah, Roger, I have the stream up. All right, so right now I have my transmit going through a virtual audio cable and the desktop audio going through a virtual audio cable to OBS. I can't, Expert won't let me choose the M audio for the sound card, but I think this is going to work. Let me know what you're hearing on there, over.
Yep, give me a second here and I'll pull that up.
We're at 6.5 minutes. Sierra Foxtrot, go ahead.
Good evening, Big Dog. What you were playing with
I've got a low copy. Try that again.
Just Mike 4, Sierra Foxtrot 9, Tyler in Alabama. I can hear you 5 and 9. Hope you can hear me now.
Yeah, Roger. I've got you. Hey, Tyler. You're about probably a 4x7. 4x7. I'm also on a brand new radio, so I'm playing around here. I'm sure I could hear you better if I was controlling these settings better, but I do hear you now. Over. We are on a beautiful SunSdr2 DX. Just trying to get her working. Hold on one second. Rick, how's it sound on the stream?
It's not too bad. I don't hear that echo in the stream, so I think you're okay right now.
All right, good. I also noticed, and we got Tyler in here too, Rick. I also noticed that I'm looking at the radio, at the face of the radio, the heat sink above the radio. There's a little electrical cable sticking out of the heat sink. And I felt like the radio was getting way too hot before, and I pulled on that cable. I can't pull it out, but I pulled on it a tiny bit, and then the fan kicked on.
That's the thermal sensor for the fan. It should be. Well, I'm trying to see where mine is because mine's tucked underneath the cabinet here, so it makes it a little hard to see. But it should be up against one of the fans on the heatsink.
It is. It's sticking out maybe, I don't know, a couple of millimeters from 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth opening from the left.
Okay, yeah, that's about where mine does. It's not sticking out of it, though, is it? I mean, it should be, the tip of that sensor should be, the end of that cable should be inside the heatsink area.
Well, it's curved. It's folded over. I could touch it. I can flick it. I can pull on it a little bit. I'm not pulling on it hard, obviously, but it's sticking out. I'm trying to push it in. But it's there. But the fan's working. Yeah, it's working good. All right. All righty. How are you copying me?
That's exactly where mine is right now, too, at 44 degrees Celsius.
All right, good. Okay, so I think we're getting there. Tyler, what's your call again? Over. Yeah, I've got a low copy again. Kilo 4 Sierra Foxtrot. Go ahead.
Mike.
There you go. You were 5'8" there. Kilo. Nope, that's not you. Kilo 4 Sierra Foxtrot Mike. What am I missing?
Kilo Mike 4 Sierra Foxtrot Mike.
There we go. Okay, Tyler. All right. Yeah, I've got you 4.7 to 5.7, depending on the second. How are you copying me?
That's he's probably just a little bit stronger.
Yeah, Tyler, this is Rick, N8SDR. Good evening to you. You're not real strong with me either here, but I am copying you. Good evening, Tyler, from Rick. The QTH here is Hamilton, Ohio.
Both his guns ready. I'll talk to those and whenever he goes to call in and get a notification on the iPad, I'll jump up in here.
All right. Yeah, I lost you again, Tyler, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And, all right, Rick, I got 15 minutes. So, how are you hearing me? You think we got a better shot at tweaking the CQ? November 8 SDR, do you copy KB2 UKA?
Yep, sorry, Doug, I had a phone call I was trying to get to real quick, so. But yeah, I still copy it, no problem here. The audio, I mean, obviously the signal's not all that great right now for the audio, but if you want to kind of figure out that meter piece and a few other things, I can certainly walk you through that.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Are you talking about getting the meter on the stream, the S meter?
Yep, getting the S meter on the stream, and also you can turn off, if you look to the right of your transmit bandwidth line, how you have that S meter there. I don't know if you like that there, but you can turn that off as well.
All right, cool. I don't mind that there. So right now the S meter, I have it right on the scope, but it doesn't display. I have to put it down here for it to come up on the stream. And I've tried finding the S meter as a separate window, and I just can't find it. So I'm not sure what I'm doing there.
All right, so you know how you have it down there now? Okay, go ahead and close that TX processing signal thing down, because you're not going to need it right now. So where the transmitter signal processing tab bar across the bottom, just close on the keep going over to the right. Yep, close that. Now take that meter and let me remember here which way I did this. Left click on the mouse, go to the meter, left click on the mouse, and you can drag that meter, hold the mouse button down, you can drag that meter out of the gray area and move it wherever you want to.
Roger, roger, yep. But when I got, it just disappears from the stream. So normally, it's technically a separate window, right? So normally OBS would just see all my open windows and I would add it as a feed. It doesn't find it.
I don't have any problem doing that with OBS when I stream. So pull it back up and grab the top area of the white labeling on the meter. Grab that and try dragging it.
All right, let's see. Let me try. I put it on a separate screen where OBS is. Let me see if I can find it.
go up to the gray, or go up to the meter up at the top now, the bar graph meter. Go up there and right click on it and go down towards the show S meter.
Okay. Yep. Show S meter. Go ahead.
So right click on that and click show S meter again, and it should pop back up. The frequency's in use, sir. Please remove yourself from the passband.
All right. I'm not too worried. It's got to be something in OBS because I see the meter. I see it. I'm putting it over my spectrum right now of my audio. I can move it all over the screen. It looks really cool. I just can't get it to broadcast. I'm not that worried about it. And man, you're sounding good. You're 5 over 9.
Yeah, your signal's starting to come up some here too. All right. If you don't like that background that's there, if you go up to options, up in the top right-hand corner again, and then go to display, we can change that stuff, and you can change the waterfall rate and the coloring and smooth that whole display out.
Yeah, let's do it. I see I could also put a picture back there if I wanted to.
Yeah, so okay. If you go up to display, obviously the first tab there that says name, you can fill that title thing in if you want to. Most guys put their name or their call sign in there. Lock screen I have on, and auto start device and show current profile in the window. I am running a 4K monitor, so I do have 4K enabled there too. I'm not sure if you're running 4K or not.
Negative. 42-inch TV and 144 hertz HD monitor.
Okay. All right. So go to the next tab where it says Spectrum.
Okay.
And then what do you have for the FFT size?
4096.
Can you change that to 16384?
Oh, I just did it. Looks good.
Okay. And then on averaging type, set that to linear, and then averaging number, set that to 12, and update period, try 26 milliseconds.
Okay, that looks smoother.
Okay, in the middle section where it has render mode, what do you have set in there? Is it set on lines or is it set on something else?
It's set on lines.
Okay, so you're using the default two-tone shade of green that's there. You can change that to whatever you want to. If you click on the color thing, a little pop-up window will pop up and you can drag that, set whatever colors you want to in there. The biggest thing I found, and this is just a matter of preference, Doug, but that fill transparency thing, I've got that turned down pretty far. I mean, I'm maybe a quarter of the way up in that, which kind of, to me, it makes it easier to see that pan adapter, but I mean, that's a matter of preference.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking that's good. Yep, I like lowering that, and then I could. So the line color is the signal, and then the fill color is underneath it. Then, correct?
That's correct. Now the other thing you can do is down there where you have the pan adapter and then the separation on the waterfall, that gray line that runs across where it shows 71. I've got my screen minimized on that monitor with your display right now. But you can grab a hold of that line and you can drag that gray bar up and down, so you can increase the pan adapter size or increase the waterfall size. And it looks like you may have already figured that out though.
Yep, I figured that out. I figured out how to what the blue arrow, the zoom position. If you right click on the gray bar and go left and right, and you could zoom. I figured that stuff out. It's nice and smooth. I like it.
Okay. So go to the next tab over where it says waterfall underneath the display option.
I'm there.
Okay. On the level mode, look and see what you have there now for underneath the level mode, and make a quick note of it or take a picture of it in case you want to go back. But as a suggestion, I would go automatic, offset on the top -1, offset on the bottom 6, and then remove flicker, and then underneath the rate, I'm just a little bit above midway on the rate.
All right, there we go. It was automatic 0, so now it's automatic -1 plus 6. Flicker, remove flicker is checked off, and I'm slightly above center on the rate.
Okay, so the remove flicker, you have the checkbox is in there, right?
Roger, it's checked. That's what I meant.
Okay, so now if you look at your waterfall, you should have a little more detail in the blues, the greens, and reds and stuff when people get really strong.
Yeah, I could see that already. That's very cool.
Okay, so the next tab over is that grid, which has that, on yours you have those kind of grayish colored blocks in there. If you slide that transparency all the way to the left, you'll have nothing but a black screen behind that.
Oh, very cool. All right, let me play with that. I like just a touch of the grid. Cool.
And then filtering, that's, you can change whatever colors you want to in there, preference-wise. Yeah, and background, like I said, you've already figured that out where you can put a picture in there or whatever, or a solid color. We went over the indicators thing the other day to get you to be able to see RMS and peak output power at the same time, so that should be pretty much it on the display tab.
Yeah, that looks very good. Hold on, I just moved that bad boy again. All right, that looks very good. I like it.
Yeah, I think if you do it that way, it just makes things a little bit easier to see, especially on the waterfall.
All right, cool. What I was wondering, when I'm receiving, I can slide the bandpass filter when the little double-sided arrows change, when I go right up against the edge of the bandwidth. But I can't slide it. So, like right now I'm 40 meters. I can slide it low. I can't slide it wider up to the right.
Move in right before the red line and try dragging it right before the red line. See if you can get that little, when it's ready to do that, you'll see that typically, like if you go to the middle of the gray bar right now, you'll see a bar in the middle and then an arrow to the left and right. If you get close enough to where right before that red line, you'll see that vertical bar will kind of change into like almost a diamond colored shape, and then you'll have the two arrows left and right. Once it changes to that diamond color shape, if you click on the left mouse button and drag it to the red line, then you should be able to close that down to 0 hertz.
Well, I just did it. I want to drag the filter past the red line and keep the left side where it is.
Well, you're not going to be able to do that on lower sideband.
Okay, well, in Power SDR I was able to do it, so it's not a big deal. So I was able to, and I'd hear the frequency, I'd hear it change. So I'd stay on frequency, but I would be able to go very wide either on the lower sideband and on the upper sideband, even in lower sideband.
Yeah, that's... in Power SDR, you can do that. The only way you can do that in expert electronics is if you go to double sideband. You can, obviously, the red bar will be in the middle then because that would be the center of frequency. But then you can drag the upper or the lower to whatever you want it to. But that's only in the double sideband mode.
All right, that's a non-event. All right, this is, it's like riding a bike. This stuff's going to take a little while to become second nature. Rick, I do most of my operating between 6 and 8 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. That's when I get like 2-3 hours of uninterrupted operating.
That's no problem. I'm usually around on Saturdays. So just if you get in there or whatever, let me know what frequency. Normally on Saturdays I try to get in early with the group down on 3630. There's a bunch of us down there, and typically that's 6 to 8K of ESSB down there.
Yeah, I've listened. Steve goes down there. I've watched his videos. I've got to, after I get this beam up, I got to get something up better for 80 meter. This antenna works on 80, but I get a lot of RFI, a lot. So I try not to go down there. So what do you have right now when you're listening to me? What do you have checked off for ANF, APF? Right now I just have ANF on.
Right now I'm not using anything. Everything's turned off right now.
All right, I just turned it off. You actually sound better. There's not a lot of noise.
Yeah, and you got to kind of play around with that ANF filter, the automatic... well, the ANF filter would be your automatic notch filter, which is good, like if there's a carrier or whatever in there, obviously it'll knock that out of there. And that thing does work very well for people that are tuning up on a frequency or keep doing that. That ANF button works really, really well for that. One thing I've found is that APF filter that's next to the ANF, that's an audio processing filter. And not all the time, but there's a good bit of time that you'll be in there with a group of guys and somebody may be really weak in their audios, a lot less than it is, say, with somebody that's very strong. And if you turn on that APF filter, it tries to kind of level that stuff out a little bit. It doesn't do it 100%, but it does. You'll notice a good effect on it. So just kind of keep that in the back of your head when you're working with a group where there's guys that are kind of weak audio-wise versus guys that are really strong with good signals and have a lot of audio. That APF filter will come in kind of handy for kind of, I guess for a better word, kind of leveling the overall audio that you receive volume-wise.
Yeah, the receive is the signal rejection is amazing. I know I had an older Flex. I don't know if the 6000 series sound this good, but all I hear is the guy that's talking on the frequency. I don't have any custom notch filters up. There could be, even earlier today, the band was packed, and I was getting nothing but you and nothing but who I was talking to. That's why I wanted this or the Anon, was really for the receive.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Now, I had an older Flex 3000 that I had for almost 14 years, Doug, so I'm really familiar with the 5000. In fact, a buddy of mine that should be getting on here pretty soon, he's running a 5000. Then I went to, so I had the Flex 3000 for about 14 years. And then I I went to a 6400 flex, and I had that for almost 2 years, and I had nothing but problems with the thing. It was back to flex twice, and just, on and off with software glitches and hardware issues and things like that. So that's why I went over to Sun. And I will tell you this, when I fired the Sun up about 20 minutes after I was using it and got it figured out, I was like, holy crap, this thing is so much better on receive.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, Rick. I'm gonna hop. It's starting to feel like my radio, so that's cool. I've just been doing a lot of reading. I'm gonna probably watch videos tonight. I've been watching your videos. They're great. They're absolutely great. And I'm gonna keep tweaking. I'm gonna probably go back and listen to my audio right now. The only thing I'm worried about is I feel like the way I was using OBS with the Flex, I was getting a more real representation of my transmit. I'm worried right now, if it's going to be exact, and I don't think it's going to be. So I got to play around with the drivers in OBS. But I'll say 73 to you. I hear my dog barking. But the biggest thing was that latency, and I'm so glad that's gone, because that would have been such a pain in the butt and bothering me. That's gone. That's a good thing. The leveler is set right. I have no AGC on. The levels are good. So I think I'm almost there, my friend. November 8, SDR, KB2, UKA. Thank you so much. 73.
Yep, no problem, Doug. Anytime. Just shoot me a text or whatever, and happy to jump in there and give you a hand with it. So you're definitely making progress. It sounds good too. I just maybe one evening or Saturday, maybe Saturday morning or something, I'll get you early, and hopefully the band will be in really good shape on 40 or 80, and we can kind of tweak on that audio just a little bit more. I think if we cut a little more out of that 60 and 50 hertz range, I think that's going to open the other end of it up and kind of really bring up the clarity some on the mids and the highs. So just kind of in the back of your mind, if you want to kind of play around with that and listen to it, and try cutting maybe another 3 dB out of that 50 or 60 hertz range and see what happens with that. Also, hey, quick note, in OBS, if you add a new source, you should be able to pick that mic up and use the ASIO driver and see if that works.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before. By the way, I just cut 50 and 60. I cut them both equally, about another 2.5, 3 dB. How's that sound?
Better here, and KY.
Yeah, that's better. That's Don. He's on a 5,000, Doug. He's just a couple miles from me.
Hey, Don. I'm hearing you beautiful, 5/9. Call here is KB2 UKA.
Hey, Roger. I just got in here, just got out of the shower, and got in on the last part of it. But boy, oh boy, when you took the lows out, it really come to life. I like it better. Of course, I'm hard of hearing, so I'm tongue deaf, but it brightened it up. I like it. I think you guys did some good work there. I know you want to run. We'll say good evening. Good to meet you, and maybe I'm sure we'll catch you again. N8KYX. Name's Don, Delta Oscar November.
All right, Don. Well, you're sounding amazing. Rick, of course, thank you so much. You gentlemen enjoy your QSO, and I'm out of here. KB2 UK clear.
Yep, no problem, Doug. Hey, Doug, just kind of a side note. Don's coming over here tomorrow morning to play with the 2 DX because he's looking between this and the Anon, so you might find another one on the air soon again too. So I know the 2 DXs are growing in popularity, which is nice. Take care. Have a great evening.
All right, take care, guys. And yeah, I think with more software updates, it might rival the Anon, but who knows? Take care, gentlemen. KB2 UK clear.